having Jeff Cross, the main man in the editorial world for ISSA. So Jeff today is going to ask us a few questions. So, hope everyone will feel free to answer the questions, whatever Jeff has selected to talk about today. So I'll turn it over to Jeff.
Well, thanks, Mike, and I appreciate your time. I guess this is like open mic night with IEHA. So
absolutely,
I like that. Yeah. So, so you guys are all on the council, and I guess the big question is, what is going on in the world of IEHA? And any of you guys can talk, and look forward to your comments and what guidance you might have for your members. So who wants to start?
So yeah, I'd love to have Rick Parker take that question. Rick is our council president. So Rick, would you like to kick us off and talk a little bit about that on behalf of IEHA?
Yeah, I'd love to. First off, everything we're going through right now is kind of difficult to hold any meetings or do anything because we've all been locked down. So everything is done by the phone. We're planning our first big event will be August 13th. We just found out last night that where we were having it will be locked down. So we have to do everything 100% virtual, very much like we're doing here. We hope to have a lot of participation from our IEHA members here on the West Coast. I know on the East Coast, everything got canceled because of the virus. So I would say that IEHA and ISSA and all of these other organizations have kind of lost a half a year, and we got a quarter and a half to make up the whole year. And I'm hoping that we're able to have some good attendance. We took our meeting that we're putting on here on the West Coast just now from 6.5 hours, we lowered it to 3. Because, on virtual, it's hard to keep everybody's attention for a long time. So we're doing that. I think because of Michael, everybody needs to realize on the call that 99.9% of all the work that's done at IEHA is done by Michael Patterson. He's driving the money. He's driving everything. He's doing schooling for everybody, all their certifications and everything. And I appreciate you for that.
Well, thanks.
So Mike, it sounds like you're getting a raise pretty soon.
I sure hope.
That would be phenomenal. Thank you, Rick.
No, that's cool. No, things are crazy right now, and we all get that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. But what about the future? What do you guys think about your organization and the future for your members? So.
Well, I think this pandemic, what we're going through right now, I think is going to change IEHA. I think it's going to really lead to more training. I think everybody's scared to death. I think employees that are hired, I think when we send somebody into a patient room, they're going to make sure that they're trained. I think fear is going to drive our next year. You feel the same way, Isaac?
Yeah, I think certainly fear is a big part of it. I also think, though, that there's been just like an enormous amount of collaboration, too, with some IEHA members. Just because every day something with the virus changes. And so we change our approach, our steps, all the different pieces that we're doing. So I really believe that a lot of collaboration has been born out of, everybody kind of having to stay at their home accounts and do certain things, either at home or in their facilities, the healthcare facilities. And so I think a lot of that has born a lot of the collaboration that's happening between a lot of the IEHA members when it comes to things like chemicals, kill times, just all those sorts of things as well.
Yeah, I would say that your thought about fear being a driving force is accurate. We see that across the board, and it's unfortunate that that's what it takes. for people to truly appreciate what you guys do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I jump in, guys? I think also we need to be looking at being the information center for our members. And I think how we do business as far as IEHA is concerned is we're probably going to be more webinars. We're going to be more on Zoom meetings. I think how we're doing things is going to be pretty distant for a while. But I think that IEHA needs to play a role of informing their membership and keeping up with whatever is going on in relation to the COVID-19, any kind of innovation, anything that I think we need to lead in this area.
Agreed. So you guys talk about education, and of course, right now it's probably virtual. We're online right now. But what about your boot camps and your events coming up? What's the plan for that?
Well, as it stands, we're going to continue to do everything virtually. We've moved our platform to strictly virtual at this particular point until we're well behind the pandemic. I mean, obviously, if we have events that are scheduled that later in the year that we can do face-to-face and do a live boot camp, we will continue to do that. But at this point, like I said, the bulk of our education is done online, whether it's boot camps, whether it's doing our continuing education credit courses, our frontline courses, or even our perioperative cleaning specialist certification. I've been working with a gentleman by the name of Jack McGurk, who we're now looking to put that on, be able to do those virtually as well. That was one of the only trainings that we didn't do virtually, but we are now working towards a virtual format for that particular course as well. So we do have other boot camps, meaning our professional education and credentialing program courses that will be coming up. We have one in July, I believe July 23rd or 22nd and 23rd. We'll do another one in most likely in August. Originally, we were supposed to be in Sacramento, California for the West region meeting, but as Rick Parker was indicating, it will be more virtual. So we will then probably move that also to a virtual format. I'm envisioning our next probably on-site boot camp will most likely be in the month of October at the convention, assuming that we will have the convention in Chicago this year, which we hope to see a lot of our members as well as other ISSA members. We'll do a live course then, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns right now. You know what? Let's talk about something positive. What about your housekeeping week? That's coming up, what, September 13th, I believe?
Yeah.
And that started with you guys. Well, maybe not you personally.
I was a part of the organization at the time when it actually did come up. Eric Bates probably might have been one of the officers.
Yes, I was in the beginning.
Right. So Eric, so you want to talk a little bit, Eric, about housekeeping week? And
well, we really hadn't done anything in that area. We had, of course, we had education and all those things that normally occurred, and then it was a board at that time. The board decided we needed to do something to celebrate our staff, our managers, and that's where that actually started with the board at that time, and that was back in the 90s, the early 90s, like 90, 91.
Absolutely.
And so,
well, the good thing,
go ahead.
And Jeff, the good thing about it is that it's continued over the years. I mean, it's actually something that's celebrated all over the world. not just here in the United States, it's celebrated in all of the other countries as well. And they recognize it and they pay tribute to their frontline staff. And what a great opportunity for us this year to continue to do the same, especially with this being the year, the pandemic and the amount of stress and anxiety that have been put on the housekeepers or environmental service employees in order to maintain their respective facilities and continue to elevate it to another level to ensure that individuals are in an environment that's wholesome. So we, as an organization, and I speak obviously on behalf of our council, we hope that we will celebrate Housekeepers Week and Environmental Services Week at its designated time. Obviously, we also indicate that if an organization cannot celebrate it that particular week, that they do celebrate it at some point in the month of September. So the goal is to make sure that they celebrate their employees.
Yeah.
And, you know, we certainly look forward to it.
No, that's cool. That's cool. So let's wrap this up with anything you guys want to tell your members or potential members out there, like an open mic. Anything?
So let's start with John Mountain. And John hasn't been able to say anything. He's in and out, but hopefully John's able to give a remark or two.
No, I just think the main thing is the message should be to say, hey, we care about you and we love you and we appreciate what you're doing. And if you guys ever need anything, let us know. And I know that Rick Parker's done a great job with Housekeeping Week. He always gets all the manufacturers together to donate a bunch of stuff to give to all the housekeeping people throughout the Sacramento region and Southern California. So it's always been positive, and I love being part of it.
That's cool.
Awesome. Eric?
I just want the members to know that we're here and we're here to help in any way, shape, or form that we can. That because we can't come and see them personally doesn't mean that we can't help them in every way, shape, and form.
You're a phone call or a Zoom call away.
Absolutely. Isaac?
Certainly to the members and those that will be prospective members, just as industry-wide, a big thank you. I believe, COVID has certainly highlighted, just how vitally important environmental services is to the world. And so certainly a big thank you, and for them to continue to keep pressing forward and continue watching those trends and keep getting better.
Good stuff.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, Rick, you want to take us in?
Well, I'm just gonna a little bit on the dark side, but here's how I feel. I still have to go to a lot of hospitals daily, and we all need to realize that our members, some of them are dying, and they're dying trying to protect us. And a lot of our healthcare workers are dying. And to be able to go to work and you have a family at home and you got to put food on the table, that's a tough thing. And I hope when this is all over that our facilities find a way to take care of these people, to look at them as a different way. To where our doctors, our nurses, and our C-suites can rally behind, maybe give them some better pay and stuff. I would love to see that, because right now, it's kind of a bad situation out there, and it looks like it's going to come back again. I was just on a conference call with 141 hospitals, and in 4 states, we're really moving upward fast. Our rooms are full. Our ERs are full again. And it's kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Well,
Sobering words indeed, and emotional.
It is. And I think what you just said, they're emotional. We all have to realize that it's a downer for everybody. It's a downer for everybody. And I hope that these healthcare facilities can put something together where they got somewhere they can go speak to somebody to help them out with their issues.
Yep.
And so they don't go home and beat up their husband and stuff, or their wife. And I think we need to be open to that. And, you know, maybe IEHA can kind of put something together to help people with that too. I don't know who we got in our place. It's a psychologist, maybe Eric, but
I think in your team you have plenty of good people for sure.
I hope so.
But yeah,
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, we appreciate you, you know, taking time to do a little straight talk with us. I mean, we're all compassionate. We're all very passionate about what we do.
Yes.
The 5 individuals on this particular Zoom session probably have about 100 and collectively about 140, 150 years of experience as a collective group. We value our members, we value the industry, value those folks that are part of ISSA, and we're always here to support anyone that needs our assistance, and we will continue to do so. And we encourage our members to reach out to us at any time, and should they have questions or they have concerns about how to do a particular task or what have you, we're always here to assist and to make sure that we're helping them as well as continue to elevate our industry. So thank you for this opportunity.
No, it's great to hang out with you guys, and we'll do it again sometime. We started off kind of light, but we got serious at the end. But that's what this is all about, right? Trying
Absolutely.
to deal with the situations that you all face. So keep up the good work.
All right.
Thank
you. And we look forward to our next opportunity to corral you and have a chat again.
Yeah.
Oh, quit sucking up. Quit sucking.
All right. Take care.